Trump, Vance visit North Carolina, Walz speech tonight. News regarding the Democratic National Convention so far. Tim Walz, Kamala Harris's running mate, will accept the Democratic vice presidential nomination tonight at the convention. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, and former President Bill Clinton will speak. Former President Donald Trump and his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, will discuss national security in Asheboro, North Carolina. Obama opened the convention Friday night by honoring his former vice president, Joe Biden, before praising Harris's candidacy and urged the party to elect her. The Democratic National Convention recruited social media influencers for the first time. The host of The Q with K, a breaking news podcast, Quentin Giles, said this choice will connect the DNC with audiences like never before from the convention's front row. Creating is a new job. My kids' peers are probably outside saying, "Oh, I want to be a doctor," or, "When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer," but now we have kids saying I want to be a creator, he said. He said, "To me, this says something that the Democratic Party is maintaining room for those that want to do this as a job, and they appreciate it." Giles attended panels and talks from Democratic Party officials about climate change and social justice at the convention to teach his podcast listeners. As a Black creative, Giles stressed the importance of environmental and Black justice. Climatic change, or the climatic space, is not simply a white creator thing, or a white people thing, especially when Black, brown. As young people helped elect Biden in 2020, Harris's fast rise to the top has inspired Gen Z. Giles hopes his content will get voters to vote for Harris. He said, "We are a part of this movement, and we are driving the movement." Trump running mate Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio said an endorsement from independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. would be good for the campaign. Vance discussed claims that Kennedy and his running mate, Nicole Shanahan, may drop their campaign and join the Trump campaign on Fox and Friends this morning. Vance believes it would be helpful for the campaign but hasn't discussed it with Kennedy. He continued, "But my argument to him and a lot of his voters would be, the Democratic Party of my grandparents that supported his uncle, John F. Kennedy, for president has been entirely abandoned by the present leadership of the Democratic Party. That party believed in strong borders, constructing and creating things in America, strong national security, and genuinely believing that we were all part of the same American family." Vance said the Democratic Party is focused on division and has gone so far in the leftward direction that Kennedy, who defected from Democrat to Independent, is no longer welcome in the party. It divides people by race and gender and uses those divisions for political power. It doesn't support simple sense like American manufacturing or a robust border, he said. Vance thinks Kennedy would back Trump like former Representative Tulsi Gabbard, who ran for president in 2020 but left the party in 2022. Because this is about protecting the country, Democrat or Republican. He stated common sense can save the nation. Unfortunately, only Donald J. Trump's Republican Party represents common sense anymore.